So here we are. Today I'm currently trying to find a new spot because recently I've had a little look on TikTok and I've seen a recent post by two lads and they were fishing off Mount Martha, which is the current spot I'm heading to and I'm basically in now. But what happened is they caught, if I had to guess, roughly about a 60cm snapper. Absolute beautiful fish. And well, today I'm trying to hunt down their spot, really, because the thing with snapper is they love to stay in the same spot and feed off the rocks and the kunji that would be in the area. So currently just driving along trying to find that spot. I have a few options because I did scout here yesterday and I do believe I might know where the spot is. It's a bit of a pain to get to, but then again means there's less fishing pressure there, so hopefully the fish are more on the chew. Just started raining as I was just about to go down because I've just set my rods up, got all the right rigs on, got one 2-hook flapper, and then I've got the one that I use for whiting, but I've just put a bigger hook on it just to see how it goes. It's got a breakaway as well on the weight. That's why the weight is tied onto the weight clip, because it's tied on I think with 10-pound line, just so if it rubs against any rocks or it gets stuck in a rock, then it will break off and I can actually keep the fish. That's the theory behind that one. But yeah, just gonna wait out this first storm, bring my rain jacket, and then get fishing. Here's the secret entrance to my secret spot, which I haven't ever fished before, so it's not really my spot, but here we go. Let's try not to die because it's just been raining, so it's gonna be extra slippery today. And whoever put this rope here, you're an absolute legend, because I'm gonna be holding that the whole way down. But look at the view from here. It's absolutely stunning. And look at the clarity of that water. It is absolutely amazing. Whew. Oh wow. Oh, look at that. Free little weight right there. We take those. Just sat down in that little crevice with the bait elastic pot. Wow. Yeah, we definitely take that. Ooh, that's a good example of what it looks like when I fall. So you see the rod holders down here? It's the main inkling that I thought was there. Thought it was here, sorry. Because that's where I saw most of their rods. I think the video was shot from over here, but then again, I have no real clue, so. Whew. Gonna let my leg recover and then I'll set up. God, I'll tell you one thing I want to know is how the bloody hell they got concrete down here. That's amazing. Honestly, the Australians are built different because these are all concreted in. I've only just realised that. Wow, that is impressive. That is some impressive construction right there. And bloody hell, some commitment to the spot. So, I mean, hopefully I found their god spot, the honey hole. You never know. So here we go. Let's go get our bait. Got our hook. Let's bait this bad boy up. So I'm just going to bait it up like I would back home. As many times as you can go through to keep some nice contact so it doesn't come out. But good thing about squid is it's quite tough. So even when you fling it out, even when a fish takes a bite, I mean, it will still stay on. But look at that. Now that is a nice bait. That's what I like to see. I'm just going to sling him out as far as I can. There he goes, Mr. Squiddy. Beautiful. Let's chuck him in the hole. All right, let's get a bell on him. Right, let's chop this bad boy in half. 1 half on each hook of the paternoster, or 2-hook flapper, sorry. It's really funny how everybody calls everything that you thought back home was the right thing, a different thing. There we are, 2 little halves to angle you boys up. Yeah, just same stuff as the last one. One on top. These are my bigger hooks as well, so if I get a snapper, I hope he bites on these, because these will be a little bit more rigid than the last, but perfect angle. Yeah, because I've realised while editing a few of these, the angle of me baiting up is just completely lost. That's why in a lot of the videos you don't actually see me baiting up, because, well, I didn't actually record it. I recorded my legs, or I recorded someone else. So, this, hopefully, is perfectly in frame. Let's sling this bad boy out. And then let's get spinning for some squid, because I don't have a lot of bait. Let's put this special bell on. I also got this from BCF. I didn't realise when I bought it, it was not the right type of bell, but works just the same as a normal bell. Nothing too complex. Just got to make sure not to break it, because that's one I broke when I was trying to squeeze it on. So, oh, and the same exact thing happened there. Beautiful, beautiful. I'm sure you probably saw that. That's yeah, that's another bell down the drain. And now we're all set up, and I get to enjoy this absolutely beautiful spot. Look at that. Can only see one person over there. No boats even here at the minute. I'm sure there'll be a few passing by, but wow, so lucky to have this all by myself. There we are. That's just tied with a nice little overhand knot there, just to get that loop. And you thread them through, just like you got some feathers. Put them straight over like that. And it's nicely connected right there. That ain't coming off. All right, let's get a little weight on here. From the lovely box behind me. Little 00, not sure what these are actually rated as in ounces or grams, because for some reason over here they don't like to use grams and ounces, because that would be too easy. They like to use sizes which don't correspond with weight, which is just a bit silly really. Beautiful, I ain't coming off either. All right, now let's get spinning. So I haven't actually looked on Google Maps, so I don't know if there's good weed beds over here, so I'm not sure if I'll get any squid, but I mean, you can always be hopeful, can't you? Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong at all. It's very basic, this jigging technique. Basically just go up 3 times, let it drop to the floor, and then wait. Jig another 3 times, and you just do that continually until you get a squid, and then you just reel them in, or until you're back here and you just cast them back out. Now the trick with squid fishing is, you just want to continually change your spots. So if the squid are there and you're using the right colour, then they will bite. Do really need to catch them now, otherwise I'm going to be spending a lot of time trying to get my bait instead of fishing for the snapper I want, which obviously is not ideal. There's a lot of factors that go into the squid being on or off the bite really. The main ones being your lure colour, your lure size, like, because I remember when I was first getting here I was using way too big lures. I was using 3.5s and 4s, where as you can clearly see I've now very much downsized and I'm using 2.5s and 1.8s really. That's all I'm really using at the moment, because for me those are the ones that have had the best luck, and the white colour has had the best luck for me as well. That's why I'm using this one first. Oh, snagged. Look at that. Now that is not what you want to catch. Yeah, it's always good to have a loose drag when you're fishing for squid as well, because if they pull too hard when they hook onto your squid jig, they can just rip their tentacles off, and then obviously you don't catch a squid, because that's how you catch them. They have two long tentacles which they can shoot out from by their beak, and they can grab onto their prey and then bring it close. So what you're going for is you're trying to get them to think this is food, get them to use their 2 little, I can't remember what they're called, they're 2 long arms essentially, to grab onto your spikes of your squid jig, try and pull it in. And that's why you have to have your drag loose, because when they pull it in you don't want to have too much pressure, so that when they pull in they actually just rip their tentacles off. Alright, so last time I left you, Zach just came and arrived, but I reckon it's probably time for me to move spots, because even while I was out there helping him move his stuff, literally got nothing. And there's a spot he's just seen and he says should be quite good, literally like by the place I came down at the bottom of the hill. So I'm gonna pack up all my stuff and then get crack-a-lacking and moving over there. But yeah, hopefully big snapper comes in today, and hopefully Billy, you have to pay me my 40 quid. Oh, so while he's been over there, Zach's just caught his first squid, which is always a good sign if you're going after predator fish.
I'm this one.
Nice. I think it's exactly the same as I'm using right now.
Yeah. Oh yeah, but I got the sinker on top. Like last time. Exact same jig and everything.
Oh, like how I taught you.
Mate, I cast it right there with jig, and I was like, that's what a squid there. It went.
Don't need to tell me you had a squid fish, buddy. Look, I caught all the bait last time. Yeah, well, there's one, there's many. I still remember Billy just killing a whole family of squids because they inked him. He just went on a rampage. Yeah. Oh, I've got one too. Yeah, first cast. Well, first cast over here. Yeah, well, I'll definitely listen to you when it comes to spots. There we go. But now we got some fresh bait. All right, let's not get inked though. That's my task. That's my task, to not get inked. There we go. He's nice. You f***. He's just caked me. Did he not? Do I? Yeah, fair. At least he cooled me off a little bit. Yeah. Was saying I was so hot, maybe he was just listening. Have I lost the weight? Yeah. Ooh, I don't know how the f that stayed on. That is, yeah, that is not on there.
Not really, did it like fall off?
Yeah, well, I've hitched it on, haven't I? So as soon as the bottom line comes off, I've literally just pulled that off. Wow. Nice. Well, they use pink. What was that?
Red is the first colour that disappears in the water from the sunlight.
Got ya. So maybe my red mono isn't so bad.
And true. Pink's the least amount of red.
Yeah.
Disappears between in the water over here.
That's so weird. I keep hearing a little ding, so I'm just going to reel this one in because it's the one that was dinging before. Maybe a little leather jacket or a goatfish has been biting. Oh, so nothing really much has been happening yet, but had to come up here and grab my sunny, so I thought I'd give you a little little overview, I guess, little vlog. But yeah, only one real bite so far on bait. That was on Zach's rod there. Last time I was talking to you, that was. But yeah, no real action for the most part at the minute, but still hopeful. There is some fish out there, so hopefully we catch them. Yeah. No, that just rolled in my bag. It's gonna be smelling ripe tomorrow.
I mean, you can always pull it out of your bag.
I pulled it out of my bag, but it's still just left residue, hasn't it? Nice.
That's so hot. God, I love that. Yeah, I got something. I don't know what it is, it's pretty big, but it might be a banjo or something maybe.
I do catch a few banjos here.
It's not biting.
He's coming in close now.
Yeah. Oh, it's just a snag. Oh no, it's just coming out of the snag.
Maybe it is a banjo and he was just sucking down.
Starting to fight, yeah. Whatever it is. Is it a banjo? I think it is. It's a banjo.
Yeah, it's a banjo. There you go. First fish, I guess.
I wanted that. I needed that.
I don't need it. I don't need it.
I need it!
You have multiple white ones.
Yeah, but I liked that one. We're talking squid.
Yep. No clue. It is tight. It wasn't a minute ago.
That wasn't very aggressive bite.
No. I don't know why I reeled it. The
I'm glad you were thinking the same thing as I was.
f is that?
I don't know what the
Is that a flatty?
Oh, it is a flatty. It's a rock flatty. Yeah, get him. Oh, he's a nice fish, man. Get him up. Yeah.
There we go.
Oh, that's a sand flatty. That must have been what we got on before.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got food just here.
It was like 2 hours ago.
It was ages ago. We were literally first cast for both of us in this spot and then nothing.
If you go a little bit further up there, it's a good spot. That's where I normally catch them. Oh, beautiful flatty though. He's huge.
Yeah, he's a nice one. He's a donkey of a flathead.
Look at that.
The biggest one?
I reckon so. It's probably the size of the one that got away from me.
He's probably 45.
Do you have pliers?
In colder weather too. That's good.
Yeah.
Was that just on smaller chunks like that?
Yeah, literally just a strip. Beautiful fish.
Grab the bait. Move the bait out of the way. Oh. That was close one.
And then you just cut your whole hand open there.
Yeah. Just about. Yeah, relax.
That's why I didn't want to grab him. He's so, like, look at those down there as well. That's such a cool thing.
Yeah.
Don't even know what to call them. Guess spikes.
Oh, it's just flathead, mate.
Yeah.
It's definitely a sand flatty.
Yeah.
I thought it was a rock flatty at first.
Yeah, he'd definitely be big enough either way.
Oh yeah.
What you reckon he is? 40?
Maybe bigger.
Can do.
That's probably what bit me before.
Mate, you oh, I was about to say he's like vibrating. That's why I came up here. Come here, boy.
Oh, my rod, I'm on.
What, you reckon you got a flatty?
Probably.
Beautiful fish though.
Yeah, mine's getting smoked right now. That's not a flatty.
Ray?
Banjo. How long is he?
39 and a half. So I was pretty spot on with my 40.
I either got a banjo or a monster flatty. Well, biggest flatty on the way in right now.
Hopefully. He's just knocked your braid scissors.
God damn it, I hate catching a fish with bells on, man. I got no choice.
Yeah, I can take him off now if you want.
Nah, that's alright.
Jingle bells, jingle bells.
Jingle bells, they suck.
Wow, we.
Banjo shot.
Not again.
I won't do you dirty like the last.
Frisbee him now. Alright, I'm chucking him in the cool box.
I'm gonna have to put squid on this one.
There we go. Nice. I'm gonna sling this guy to Narnia, hopefully. Take the bell off and I'll hold it. Hopefully it's another flathead, because that's basically in the same exact spot. I might bring this in, see if it's gone. Oh, it got it wrapped in my line. I know this game. I've played these games before. Yeah, at least I'll f***ing catch something. To be fair, I can't complain though, that flathead is... Whew. Oh, well that's why that wasn't catching. Look at, look at that. Oh.
So, it's the tip part that's stuck in here. Why not right off the rock or something?
Another little session just off Mount Martha here, but yeah, absolute beautiful day for it. Little showers here and there, but I mean, nothing compared to the downpours you get back at home, so I'm perfectly fine with that. But yeah, definitely take the flatty and the 2 squids he thankfully gave me. It'll be nice bait for tomorrow, because, well, you know, I was talking about how the snapper like to stay around 1 point and feed. There's just been a snapper caught, which is 71 centimeters off of the pier. So tomorrow, I think I'm going to do a little bit of pier fishing. All right, so here we go. is the flatty I caught earlier today. An absolute monster of a flatty in my opinion. Maybe not exact, but in my humble opinion, I think that's a very nice flathead. Flatty fillets are honestly some of the easiest fillets you'll ever do. You essentially just go behind this fin here and you just cut straight down and you go straight across following the spine. It's essentially what you do with all fish, but the best part about this fish is you don't actually have to gut it while you do that, because all the guts are actually all along here and they stay quite close to the body. So you can see his poop tube there, and it goes all the way up to here, but you can just miss them with a knife really, so it's nice and easy to fillet. Alright, so let me angle you guys up so you can see what I'm doing. Alright, so here we are. Got the flatty. I think I'm actually going to go behind this fin here. Just cut straight down to the bone. Try to get as much meat as possible as I can off this, because yeah, it's not a lot of meat on flatheads, so got to maximise where you can. There we are, right down to the spine. Just turn them around. You go straight back through. Just because this is some of the best meat you can have. It's absolutely delicious. Some people even like it more than snapper, but I will actually angle you up a little bit more because I've just had a look at the camera there and you can't really see much, but here we go. So all the way down to the tail. And there we go. There is one fat flathead fillet. There is a gut in there, so I will just scrape him off, give him to the rats that live nearby. My best friends at this point. There we are, second fillet, just behind the fin, straight down to the spine. There we are, I can feel it falling off. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like this, aren't I? I'm gonna move this fillet out of the way. There's tail down there. There we go. Got the cheddar snackos feature in here, my favourite snack. Let's go along here. Following the spine again, as close as I can. There we are. These are some nice fat fillets, to be honest. These are probably the fattest ones I've gotten. He's a very well fed flathead. He definitely enjoyed my squid when I gave it to him. Hopefully it was a good last meal for this lad. And there we bloody go. There is the second flathead fillet. An absolute stonker of a fillet. Right, as you can see, not a lot of meat left on there. Went straight to the bone, so I'm very happy with my filleting job there. But as you can see, yeah, all the guts really stay up in that one spot there. Got my pepper, got my salt, and I got my absolute favourite, my smoked paprika. Shut the oil in the pan, get it nice and hot for when I get there. Just using some canola oil again, because nice and cheap. Not using that expensive olive oil over here. It's like $40 a bottle. And you know, I'd rather buy food instead of just olive oil, because I mean, well, you can just drink it. It's not really the best for you. Just look at those fillets though. Absolute, just huge fillets off a flathead. You don't normally get fillets this big, at least from my experience. So I am very happy with that. Look at that. Just look at them. It's beautiful. It's beautiful fish. Alright, let's get seasoning. Got the black pepper. Just get that all in there. Now I would be doing a breadcrumb coated flathead, because that's some of my favourite way to cook flathead, but currently don't have any eggs and I am not that bothered to stop by the store. Lightly salt it, because obviously it already comes from the sea, so it doesn't need that much salt. And then my absolute favourite, some smoked paprika. Oh, thank God for Aldi and their cheap seasoning. Not going to coat it too heavily here, just because you want the flavour of the flathead to really pop out. I mean, for salmon I'd absolutely drench this in smoked paprika. It's not salmon, it's an actual nice fish. Here we go. Oh no! Oh, that's fine. Always remember though, skin side down and away from you. So let's do that. There we are. Get the oil around that. Get that nice sizzling. Look at that. That's an improved fish finger right there. Same again. Get it away from you. Get it all around it. I didn't do the best job getting it around. Getting the even surface, I mean. Now we shall just wait. Again, not a professional chef by any stretch of the word, but I cook the fish pretty decently. If I do say so myself. Let's turn that heat back up a little bit, because it was quite low. Just watch these babies cook. Yeah, those are starting to get some nice colours from now. Right around the edges here. Oh, I am hungry, and this is an absolute treat. It's always a good day when you catch a flathead, I tell you. Even though it was a bit quiet today, I still can't complain at all. Because while I've been I think I've caught most of my flatheads out of boat. I've caught about 3 from land, so it's nice to catch one on camera for you guys, so you can see it swim. See it absolutely freak out when I bring it into land, as all fish probably should. Yeah. Look at that, sizzling away. Beautiful. Just put these bad boys around because they're basically done now. There we go. Honestly, probably should have done that with the first one. I haven't actually descaled these fish because, I mean, the scales aren't too bad. I've actually eaten more with the scale on than I have with the scale off, so it won't kill me. It won't kill me, I'm not bloody bothered to take it off. Honestly, I'm just going to kill the heat now because it's basically done. Flip them over there just to make sure the inner part of the meat's cooked, because the majority of the meat would have been cooked on that first flip because I left it so long just so it could cook all the way through and not give me food poisoning, which is definitely a good success whenever you do that. Right, I'm going to watch some YouTube, wait for this to cook, and I'll give you a little meal review. Right, here we are. Got a lovely 2 fillets of flathead there. Not sure if you can see them very well, but I'll angle them down for you. Look at those, absolute beauties. Basically as big as my fork. I'm very, very happy with this catch. Even more so after seeing him filleted and cooked up. Now, it's the best part of fishing. The taste test. Now, I've had flathead before and it is just the best meat I've ever had, honestly. The best way to describe it is like bass and cod have just merged together and formed a flathead, and it's just magnifique. So saying that, cheers boys. Oh, it's just so good. It's got a slight fishiness to it. It's just so good. There's no other words to describe it except for immaculate, beautiful and tasty. I could honestly eat these forever. I'm going to be very sad when I have to eat the flathead here. Might try and sneak a few on the plane. Yeah, I don't really think this needs a rating, but I'm going to give it a rating anyway. In my opinion, this fish is, for a fish, it's 10 out of 10. For a meal with just flathead, it's a solid 9.5. I mean, there's obviously more you can do with it, but with my limited supplies at the minute and limited cooking apparatus, this is the best I can do. I'm going to sign this one off here because otherwise it's just going to be me trying to talk with my mouth full for another like 10 minutes while I enjoy this fish. But saying that, guys, appreciate you watching. Yeah, catch you in the next one.